I don't know. Oh, Michael Jackson. I have super acid, the stomach, chest thing this morning. Yay, happy Monday. New face, new face, new face. That's not the part that I have stuck in my head though. The part that I have stuck in my head is something like that. Also, yes, pimples. Overexposure chased them away. Now I have an imperfect face. First of all, I do not need the face smoothing. Take it away. I had a dream of moving out. Ooh, nice car. Toyota, but the sporty Toyota, and it was pearly. I also had a dream of, I don't know, being part of this class or something. Shoot. Ow, my food on the ground. I'm going to go. We're just going to work and, someone lost their toy. Submitting my letters today, or I mean putting them in the mailbox. Working on being creative. I just saw this video about inspiration or something. When you're stuck, you should just baby steps, just to not hold yourself accountable for crappy stuff, like to not stress out that you are not writing perfection or filming whatever perfection. Oh yeah, this is the video. Yeah, maybe focus. That video, besides that, right before seeing the video, I was thinking, you know what, I should be content with being 2 months behind in editing my vlogs. This way I don't have to stress about doing it, like if I have a day that's really impossible to edit, blah blah. But two, so I have like a bank of videos that I just upload, and you know, two, I also kind of like that you don't get to see right away my opinions. I don't get to edit right away my opinions, because in the heat of the moment it's always slightly different, at least slightly different, and it's not always stuff that I want to keep for good. The weekend was a disaster. I obviously did not edit. I edited 2 vlogs and I edited language video, but poorly, because Final Cut Pro is nice and quick. However, it doesn't have good, what are you doing? Color correction? Good is like an understatement. It doesn't have color correction. Yeah. Have a wonderful, well, 早上好, 上午好, 中午好, 下午好, 晚上好. Have a wonderful early morning, late morning, noon, afternoon, evening, night. All of those, anything in between those, anything other than those. Yeah. Oh, I have to put gas already. Peace, loving, and passion. 안녕히 계세요. 안녕히 가세요. 再见. Bye bye. 백구른 밥. I just started crying. I was listening to that YouTube video. I put it. I'm now watching it. The phone is right here. Yeah, the phone. I wasn't watching it. I was just listening to it, and I started crying. And I thought, this one guy said, you know, if you're hearing this, this is you, in relation to a quote that he just recited from Shawshank Redemption, which I have not seen, so if it's not the right quote, but he said something about some birds cannot be caged, their feathers are too bright or something. So this guy who was saying this quote, I'm sorry my voice is shaky and cry, you know, I hate that, but not of emotion. If you're hearing this, that's you. And I started uncontrollably crying. I couldn't control my tears, because at first these were like, oh, it's choking me up, and they're good sentiments, but you check yourself arena, which I don't do often. I usually let myself cry, but as I was crying, I thought, oh, I think so I'm not the only person who feels caged. But then I thought, that's not the point. The point can be like, most of us are caged, and I know that most of us are not doing what we should be doing, and we are trapped in society standards. And people say this, and I hate saying, honestly, I used to love saying it, but Now I hate saying, oh, you know, because of society standards, because of our parents, because of whatever. You get this a lot, and it sounds so negative, and it does sound like you're blaming them or blaming this other thing and not taking responsibility, and that's not what I mean. And I don't think anyone really most people, I don't think they mean that. I think they're just frustrated, like I'm frustrated about the circumstance. And it's true, it's yes, our fault to some extent that we are listening instead of our own intuition, our own voice. We're listening to the outside, but we're never taught to listen to our inner voice. And that's what got to me over the weekend with my stepfather. You didn't teach me how to be independent, and you're expecting me to be independent. It just shouldn't go that way. Be a parent, you should have taught me how to be independent, how to be myself. I've not really seen examples of how to be independent, and I'm talking about examples that can span any career. I'm not talking about examples that are, well, you know, hard work. I worked, you know, all day and all night, 2 jobs. But no, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about examples that go beyond just a specific career or a specific job or specific mindset. I'm talking about, let's see, what am I talking about? How to believe in yourself, how to trust yourself, how to listen to yourself above anyone else, so no one else can lead you astray in any way. Ooh, am I making a rap right now? How to, like, the one thing he did teach me, and we also almost got into an argument about this as well, you know, being skeptical and being cautious, and not being cautious in a bad way. There's 2 things. One, yes, I totally agree with him. I think that you should exert common sense as to how you feel comfortable. Second, though, in the US, there's not much problem with this. It shouldn't be at all, because the US right now, so far, if you watch this in 3 months, who knows, but so far we're still free to believe whatever we believe. There's no real danger politically to what we believe. I was thinking about something. I was talking with my imaginary people, which actually, I mean, this is 3 months in advance, and I strayed so far away from this video, but we're not taught to listen to our inner voice, our intuition. That we're not taught that. We're not encouraged to do that. And we have all this noise from expectations from outside, and it's not a conspiracy theory. This is how we've evolved, because some people with power said this is the way. I mean, it's not a conspiracy. Like, people believe he's really, really smart, that he's doing things on purpose. And it's funny because he is exactly, all his moves, all his words, all his gestures are plain businessmen. And plain businessmen, they're great at profit because they lie, they scheme, they're not honest. I don't know what people were thinking, and that's how everything is. It's not a big conspiracy, it's just people being completely lost, saying and doing and claiming things that are not true, and people buy into it. And they don't buy into it because they're brainwashed, they buy into it because they don't know any better. They're naive, maybe, or maybe not naive. I think maybe animalistically we're built to respect authority, or to some extent. You can't trust in people, which circles back into, don't be a, what do you call it? Not a skeptic, but no, pessimistic person, but do proceed with caution and listen to your voice. Don't listen to logic. Don't think of, I'm horrible at expressing myself. Horrible. Concisely and coherently. Like, no disrespect, but great that it's your spot. But if your name is not on it, then it's not on it. Like, it's closer. I want to be close to the door. Simple as that. Have a wonderful day, and I'm so sorry that I was all over the place, but I'm going to go inside before she comes. 1, so it's less awkward, and 2, so she thinks I've been here. I like how I look right now. Anyways, have a wonderful day. Peace, loving, and passion. It's whatever. I just came in to get my food. Can't see ya. Oh, my envelopes are on the other side. And I just wanted to say really quickly, I look like crap. Also, I've been watching Ryan Higa all morning and majorly crushing. Oh, I should take a fork. Yeah, it's not bad actually. It's nice. And you know what? My knees look weird. Look at that knee. No, can you? Yeah, it's like just bumping here, and then here is straight. This one's not as. Anyways, I also watched, well, I watched a couple things. I watched First World Problems of his, the part 2. I don't know where part 1 is. I'll get to it eventually. That was funny, and that was so true. For more, I mean, that's why it was a trend. I don't know if it's still a trend, but I complained. I got stressed out because of my Wi-Fi not being fast enough yesterday, and my Adobe Premiere not saving. So, you know, it's alive and well. Blah blah, I can't talk. There was another video that I watched. Oh, I have my post-it notes. Idea of how not to stress and do more, and not to stress about details of what I'm trying to do and what am I going to do and what am I to be of. That makes sense? What is my purpose on YouTube? What am I supposed to be doing, and be locked into a thing and be more creative and just do things. And also, he's really hot. Any guy is kind of hot when they do like some kind of martial arts. That's like that. And right now I am definitely scattered all over the place. Oh my gosh. It's not helping me watch him because he's scattered brain, or worse than I am. So it's actually worse, I think, for my scattered brainness. And not worrying to be ashamed of it, that, oh, you know, you shouldn't say that, because I'm still in that mentality because I never really had many friends. I'm still in that mentality where, middle school mentality, where people laugh at you. I was laughed at twice or once, and I never wanted to have that happen again about my clothing and being too like European. The second time I wasn't laughed at, but someone else was, of my friends, or you outgrew your pants and you were not really able to purchase new ones. Like today everyone has like the latest and more than enough. I didn't even think of it until my friend, I think, pointed it out in, I think it was history or something, history class, middle school. Since then I've been in that mentality of, you know, before they get you, you get yourself. And I think that's so stupid. I like his take on being bullied, which is not what I was talking about. Facing that adversity, no matter what it is. I like how he chose to not think about it beforehand. Like, oh, I should change whatever it is that will make them bully me. Like, I should not wear pants that are short. I'm not saying this is how bullying happens. It's sort of loosely connected, okay? My take on things was if the thing remains of how my perception was, oh, I need to change myself first, and his perception was, oh, I need to just make this all humorous. I need to like rewire my brain into that, because I don't know, maybe I don't need to rewire my brain. I don't know. I'm going to go back because this is already 6 minutes long. Okay, bye. Why do I keep smacking you? Because that's the easiest transition, except for this. And I'm back in the driver's seat. And that was a bad transition. I feel so crap and I'm already tearing up. I wasn't planning on that. I don't know what to get. My taste in my mouth is so bitter. Giant Eagle. I'll just go to Giant Eagle because it's right here. I was going to do Wendy's, but I'll just do Giant Eagle. When you're bitter, you know, like emotionally bitter. It's your liver. I don't know. I also have to put these in the post office. So stupid of me, but whatever. And I'm going to talk about a couple of things. I've grown to be able to set up my shots, even though this is not scripted in any way. But yeah, like I really wanted to say something while at the stoplight, but I didn't. I'm like, no, because it makes better sense transitionally to already be at my destination when I pick the camera back up. I don't know if it actually will work that way, but in my head it made sense. I feel very overwhelmed. I started doing a to-do list and I had send letters, edit the Iranian video so it's not copyrighted, and not about copyrighted, so it's not blocked in the whole entire world. Plus I don't want the bad marks on my YouTube. Edit 1 or 2 vlogs, practice dance, and record the lyrics, or practicing the lyrics. Blackpink, not Pink Lady. Workout and yoga, and I'm not talking about workout like an hour workout. I'm talking about like just a couple push-ups, couple sit-ups, and some yoga moves. That's all. Social media, clean that up, because I was watching Ryan Higa talk about being hacked and I kind of freaked out. I'm like, oh my gosh, if I'm hacked. Some things like Twitter I don't really care about because it was so long ago and so much much, I'm never going to even browse through it. But something like Instagram, I would care about. So I'm going to try and see if I can archive that. Most of those are in my archives, but I also need to organize my archives. YouTube, Facebook, stuff like that. Description in the link, or the links in the description for my vlogging. I need to also create a log so I keep track of it. And I'm not talking about like, it can be like this, Post-its or something, just something that I don't lose mention and then I never attach anything in the description. Plus, by the way, YouTube, I don't like not having the annotations because I rely on that in everything as well. Like, I want to be able to click. I don't want to scroll through too much saliva. I don't want to scroll through a huge description because that's a lot of reading, and I'm watching YouTube. I'm not reading a blog, so you should not make me read. That's why I'm watching YouTube and not reading a blog. I don't read. Okay, and then I want to make a channel or a playlist for my dog separate from me, of just him sleeping, really. I have an idea log, which I sort of started. Well, I haven't really started saying what parodies I could do. The language challenge, different skits, songs, language. I also have make people laugh and smile more too. Let me add 1 more minute, 2 more minutes. So 5 minutes total. I watched this guy that I met on set at Fast 8, and I don't know, like he rubbed me the wrong way. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to like pretend it was something that it was not, and you know, bury it under the rug. He did rub me the wrong way because he kept asking my name, my first name, my last name, all this stuff, my birth date, I think at one point. I don't know, it got very uncomfortable. He was like snickering with some other guys, and I don't like that stuff. However, I found out that he has an inspirational channel, YouTube channel, and I want to promote that stuff. So that I'm okay with. And more the merrier, people, to inspire people to be happy and positive. So we'll see how that goes. I felt very overwhelmed writing this list, and I actually had another list before. And got so anxious. I had an anxiety attack. I got so anxious. My breathing wasn't like faster, but I could feel like my breath was not diaphragm relaxed. I felt overwhelmed trying to figure everything out. What do I need to do? What am I about? What do I represent? What do I want to represent? I also am dealing with the stomach or liver or whatever problems that are making me like having a bitter taste in your mouth. I don't know, maybe it depends on the person. To me, it bothers me to where it's hard to live my life daily and do things with it. I obviously push through it because I'm here and I'm keep doing things, and you know, but I'm just saying it's really difficult. It's more difficult than you would think. The final thing though, through all of this, I'm trying to be myself. I'm trying to find my way of doing things, what I'm about, be true to myself, what got me started, and everything that I do has a purpose that's inside of me that I was born with, that was before any YouTube existed. And it's not about YouTube. It's something that I feel I need to do, that I was born here to do, that only I can do in my own way. But I don't know what that is. However, I'm trying to figure all that out and do things only for the right reason. But often in the back of my head, some people would call them distractions, but I think it's an ugly word, because they are also at the same time inspiration. So it's like a double-edged sword, and I'm gonna cry. There's BTS and Eren Yen, or Yan, I don't know, I started saying Yen now, and Ryan Higa and Superwoman. So yeah, the first ones are sort of crushes, the middle two are crushes. She's amazing at what she does, and I want her life. I'm not going to lie. I want to be able to be myself and be loved and wanted and desired for myself. And I want to put out there such positive energy and to help people and have people cheer for me, because they're not cheering for me, they're cheering for how I made them feel better and great and amazing. I gave up on this timer. And BTS, because they're just, I told you, Jimin is like my drug. He's my weakness because he's so present, and just everything about him is just focused, and he does such an amazing job in life. Same with Ryan Higa and Superwoman. And Eren Yen, because I have a crush on him, and he's the representation of something that I've always talked about. I think of them, and then I think of how can I get to them? What can I do with YouTube or whatever to get to them? And then I spend my time and effort into that, which is sort of, it can lead me to finding myself and my purpose and what's me, but it has that ugly feeling that I don't like, that's making me do something for other people, not for myself. Which, ironically, all I want is to get to those people by being myself, hopefully by some miracle, them appreciating and being a fan of me for being myself, not because I want to like them or aspire to be them. I'm going to go. That was 10 minutes, you know, whatever. Let's get some soup. Oh my gosh, I'm so hot and I already smell like sweat. This doesn't help. I went to Giant Eagle, got soup, and I got some combination of stuff, chicken and salad and onion rings and stuff, like seriously, some artichoke heart. And I then also got this. Hopefully it's going to be good. I felt like something like this. Nothing to say except for let's go to the post office. Darn it, I always forget the transitions. Let's go to the post office. And here we are at the post office. That was a bad transition. Gosh, I need to cut my nails. I don't know which way I went. Not even a minute. It was much shorter than all my shortest possible things. Yeah, I know that made sense. Okay, so we're going to go back to the office now. Try not to be stressed about everything that I just talked about. Now, I think that was one of our owners. He seems really nice. I really think he's my sweet. Yeah, I'm still saying. He seems really, really nice. I like him. Okay, let's go home. Gosh, I don't mean that. Like, can you feel it? Can you hear it in my voice? I don't know. Future Arena, can you hear it? Just like not believing in that when I say it. Also, this is itchy. I put on my Take Space My Intent bracelet. Future Arena, link in the description box below. My Intent, I love them. I don't remember how I found out about it. Instagram somehow. I thought, oh, that looks cool. That looks like something I really would love. Kind of the next best thing to getting a tattoo. I always change things, so it's really difficult to get a tattoo. I forget what the first one I got, but it was red, like really itchy. I don't know, but I know that I accomplished what I wanted it to accomplish. Cannot speak. I ordered another one, also red. On my birthday, my friend and I went to Best Buy. I put it on my arm. It fell. I don't know where and how. It's not easy to fall. Somehow it fell in Best Buy or somewhere in between, and yeah. That was a crappy birthday because I got the Chipotle bug and I didn't know that I had the bug until the next day after my birthday when I was throwing up. Did not eat for an entire 24 hours, which is completely unusual for me. So that was fun. And then also I had the worst birthday in terms of what we did. I don't know about you. It depends me with what people. It was fun with the people to play heads up, but I don't like that surprise. It was just awkward and weird. It was like a dinner party. I'm like, these people are way too mature for me. I am not mature. If this is like what my age should be, wow, person, can you drive better? If this is what I should be happy with at my age, then I don't want to be my age. Reordered it and I spent so much money gifting these to people that probably didn't, I don't want to say didn't deserve it, because everyone deserves good things. Even people who hurt you like nothing else and possibly played you like nothing else. But you know, whatever. My example for how I should grow out of not taking up space is when I met Il Divo, I met Sebastian, who I'm going home, so I need to put gas. A photo for him to sign, and I had just given him my gift, don't judge, like beforehand, long story. Then I wanted to ask, like, did he like it, blah blah blah. I had also like CDs. This is so ridiculous. I mean, I just wrote to Ryan Higa and Shameless Maya, but yes, I gave him like my CDs, not like my music but other music. I don't even know, okay? Gosh, I must have looked so crazy. I was just standing there, so awkward, waiting for everyone to get done, you know, me, and follow the rules, or, you know, be courteous. And I got my chance, and then he said hi, and I gave him my CDs. May not have had the picture. Yeah, because the pictures that I gave him through his aunt earlier. Anyways, you're him, I'm me. She just went in, pulled him to take a picture that way. Okay, so I mean, I wasn't going to say anything. Because this is my mentality. This is my mentality for everyone out there who thinks I am self-centered and egotistical and my way or the highway. This is for all those people who claim that stuff. That's crap. Because I was there and I thought, sincerely, these are my thoughts in all of these situations. They're not take up space. These people deserve this more than I do. Every single time, in everything. I should talk about this at my appointment today. And that's why maybe it comes across that I want my way more, because I never get my way. That girl, that friend, she's not really my friend anymore, but that girl who was my friend, who said that to me, is the one who gets her way. We get over it. But this one I cannot get over, because that was just so, like, who are you? Do you know me? Have I not confided in you all this time about everything? You know me so little. Do you think of me so little? But this is, again, I don't know why it was a shock, because this is the same person who was upset that her boyfriend included me when they were dancing. We were at a festival and he thought, like any normal human being, I think, he thought, oh, you know, your friend is here. I don't want her to feel uncomfortable in a third wheel, which she is, and just standing around while we are both dancing together, so I'm going to include her. It wasn't like a slow dance, it was like a fun dance. It wasn't like intimate in any way. It wasn't me and him dancing, it was all three of us dancing, and it rubbed her the wrong way, and she was so weird. Again, my favorite word of the day, shady. She confessed a little bit after. She's like, yeah, I just don't feel comfortable because he's a social butterfly basically, and blah blah blah. Like, she felt like he would cheat or he was interested in me. I'm like, are you what? What? First of all, that was not the case. On his behalf, on my behalf, I mean, we were all three dancing. It wasn't I went off with him somewhere else. It wasn't like we hit it off, like they were together. I was just included like a third wheel is included, you know? And then secondly, I told her this. You don't know me? Do you really feel the need to say that? You know me. I thought you knew me. Like, okay, yeah, we don't know each other that well, but you know how we met. You know all the stuff that went on since we met, and so that's kind of like, so like you're making that up. And I just felt like this was before my incident or my situation with someone cheating with me on someone else. This was before that. And even at that time, I felt like that is ridiculous to blame the other woman first of all. I'm not responsible for him liking me. I'm responsible, yes, for me liking him, for my actions with him, especially if I know that he's with you or with, you know, he has a girlfriend. In my situation, I didn't know, but that's another story. Like, don't blame me for something that hasn't even remotely happened. It wasn't even close to happening. Sorry, I don't know why I'm ranting about all this. It's 15 minutes, so I'm going to go, and I don't know, it's complete standstill. This is a situation, such a situation. And it's really hot, and I don't have gas, and my voice is annoying. I'm sorry. I'm not going to film this whole traffic because that's going to be pointless. Anyway, so take up space. That's my goal. Be more comfortable to take up space and to take up time, people's time and space. It's okay, because it's not that I deserve it more. It's not that they deserve it more. Exactly that. It's neither deserves it more. I think I've made progress with YouTube and everything. I am curious. I want to watch. Maybe I'll watch tonight my first YouTube vlogs, because I feel like I've come such a long way and I keep thinking about this. So I might watch that, I might record that. I should record that. I don't even know what number I'm on. Let's make that 300 because it's an even number. I don't know what day that is. I'm at 2, so oh, I have a way to go by 300. No, I'll do something else for 300. We'll see. We'll see where I am. Anyways, have a wonderful day. Peace, love, and compassion. 안녕 기계세요. 안녕 blah blah. 안녕 기계세요. 안녕 기계세요. 자, 이제 bye-bye 백불은. Also, I am going to pick up Korean again. I love how they speak. I love the language. The guys are really hot. I'm sorry, they are. I'm not talking about like K-pop stars guys. I'm talking about on the street guys. I was watching Terry TV's it was like a Twitch live stream, but on YouTube. Anyways, there are random guys on the street. They're hot, so I'm sorry. But I'm not sorry. All right. I'm gonna go. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you soon. I had to turn my camera on. We are going under 60 miles per hour. And this is what people learn in the US. This is how we learn to drive. Thankfully, I didn't go to driving school. America drives. Look at that. All of those people passing on the right. Slowly, but passing on the right. It's like reverse. This is so crap. So crap. Crap. Yeah, that person. Sorry about my rage before. I also can't breathe really well right now because it's really difficult. When I get angry, I don't know how to let it out without like holding it in. I know that doesn't make sense, but I get so tense and I hold it in and I don't actually let it out when I'm screaming. I'm not really screaming. Does that make sense? I also was singing along, and long story short, I need to take off my air conditioning. I'm out of breath. Like, it's not out of breath, it's like this stop right here of breathing. It's just so crappy. I'm sorry. I don't really like too much sexuality. And I'm not saying like once, I'm saying like over the top, okay? I'm not that person. I don't really like that. However, I feel like it's pretty crappy that that's the store with no windows and nothing. Like, it's some sort of crime. But obviously, if they're being sold, they're legal. So I just feel like it should not be making you feel dirty. You can feel dirty without feeling dirty. Like, you should not be made to feel like a criminal. I'm not in favor of that. I feel like that's just inhumane. Whatever. Off to put gas. Hopefully I'll make it. Yeah. Oh boy. When you forget that the whole reason you took this way was to go to the gas station and you passed the gas station. Okay, on the way to my appointment I'll put gas then. I have to. I have no choice. Hai, Portas, hai sus. Hai sus. Sus. Hai sus. Hai, good dog. Încă un pic asta. Oh, hai să take a nap puțin. Hai să take a nap. Oh. În partea asta, acolo stai tu. Așa. Mișcă-ți fundul. Mișcă mai încolo fundul. Așa. Oh, no, you need to have my butt in your face. Nessa Portos, da. Oh. Eu nu vreau fundul, Portos. I'm gonna sleep some more. I'm so dark. No, I had 3 more minutes. No, I have 5 more minutes, but I'm awake now. Well, it is what it is. Let's edit some stuff. For editing, I actually have to dance a little bit. Why didn't I not edit? So I just danced a little bit, and it wasn't too great to begin with, the dance. And my chest is congested. I'm so scared. I think it's my lungs. I'm so scared. I don't know if you can tell in my voice. It's really hard for me to speak, so I'm going to go. Oh. Fundulețul ăla, ce funduleț. Ce funduleț. Lately he's been all with me all the time. Okay, so I forgot that I need to put gas in my car, and I didn't finish the editing that I was doing, and I forgot to take off my dog hair. A mess. Also, I want to edit today's vlog today so I can delete most of it because it's not worth it. I'm kind of like I wish I didn't have my appointment today because I'm sort of on a roll in like going fast through things, but it's okay. I'm also running late to that. It is what it is. Okay. I don't know if you can see, this guy has a lock on his car, on his thing. Ooh, you look fancy, you look nice, you look digital. I like the digital look. I can't speak. I'm driving through somewhat of a scenic route, and I was thinking, I really love the countryside sometimes. There's this place here in the Northeast Ohio called Medina, and it's kind of countryside-ish, American, not like too countryside. I say countryside like La Țară in Romanian, or campagne in French, I don't know, something like that. Quite villages, but villages sort of. Anyways, this isn't the village, this is just like it's where the horses are and farms. Horses and farms, and just a different atmosphere. Like, you know, you're in it based on the vegetation, even and the way things are set up. Like, I just passed a small church and a small cemetery, adult daycare center. That's unique. Horses! I really need to get back on a horse. I like that. We're not in Medina right now. This is less country-like than that. But, yeah, I don't know. I really like that. I would really love to be able to live in different places, and sometimes I have different moods. But I don't want to own a house. I don't want to like buy houses here and there and everywhere. That's a lot of money wasted, I think. Oh. It's a lot of wasted money, I think. I mean, I don't need to own the house if I'm not there. I only would need one house maybe, and the rest could be like renting. Oh, I feel like being down south right now, buy some horses. Ooh, Aldi. Food for, not for the thought, but yeah. Awesome. Go Brunswick. Look at that. Solar panels. I'm guessing there's a light that shines on that sign. Cool. Very random before I end up at my appointment. Just like now. Cheating. I was thinking like, you know, if the question is ADD, whose fault is it? I feel like more and more, I feel like the more you think about it, the more is the cheater's fault. Close to 100%. Woody, good. Anyways, hi. My appointment is over. We didn't get to talk about much, but a lot at the same time. We talked about my weekend, and I had an altercation. Is that altercation a good word? An argument, pretty things and everything, and I am quite aware. I am that kind of personality that overthinks and therefore is aware of her surroundings and people and everything. So it's hard to understand someone who doesn't do that. He doesn't take the time to understand me, to understand that I understand. He just kind of comes from a place thinking like I'm some kind of bum that's bumming out of from my fam. What? I don't know colloquial things. Some kind of person who's just like chilling in my parents' house. Like, that's really what I want my life to be. Not caring about anything and not paying. Like, I pay for everything. The person was asking me like, well, do they pay for anything? No, not really. I mean, I've been paying for my food. I pay for my food at work. I've been eating out more since I have less issues with food. And I pay for my groceries for a few good months now. I definitely pay for my car. I have my debt. I pay for my insurances, all my insurances. The phone I don't pay for because it's a family plan. Yeah, okay, so that's like 50 or 60 some dollars that I could pay for. There's one thing out of the thousands else. That's not really the problem, and I know that's not really the problem. He lashed out because he's stressed, and I wish I could help him. I guess I have my own issue and my own pride because I can't bring myself to communicate that to him, that I wish I could help him. Like, I see him suffer for so many years. I wish, like, my top priority after just the plain fact that I want to do a lot with my life for the world, paying for all of their debt. Unlike my friend who, he didn't pay for his parents' debt or whatever. I don't know, that's what they say he might have. But if I would have become a $1,000-aire or millionaire, wow, that person went on red. Wow, thank goodness that person, oh my gosh.